22 attempts on goal got wasted. Put it on a plate for Ronaldo, so you can say he got spoon-fed. Top quality chances, fam, all the forwards were corn-fed. But yet all attempts on goal somehow still ended in row Z. What? 22 attempts on goal got wasted. Put it on a plate for Ronaldo, so you can say he got spoon-fed. Top quality chances, fam, all the forwards were corn-fed. But yet all attempts on goal somehow still ended in row Z. What? Yo, this is the OT99 Banter Room where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Look, we're back again with another show. It's your boy Firms and I'm joined today by NK. And today we're going to talk about Manchester United's pitiful performance today. Man United dropped 2 points in my opinion. It feels like a loss. Man United at home should have dominated and destroyed Watford. But instead, we're walking away saying, you know what, 0-0. We're walking away saying, look, we're still asking the questions about Champions League. Look, Man United, we're reaching a point where even if it's still mathematically possible, we don't deserve to be in Champions League with how we're moving. It's poor performances going around. Shout out to your cameos like Alanga and all of these guys in the defense, but typically like the rest of the team, but there's no excuse because there was nothing coming back from Watford to even trouble us. We had the stage set to go away and run away with that game, and what happens? Look, we're walking away with our heads down again. And it's long. So NK, look, when I saw Man United, I thought, damn, like, snap. No Maguire's in the squad. I thought Lindelof, Veranda. The fans have been screaming for it. Right? When Bissaka got brought back, and obviously and Telles. I looked at that back four and I thought, like, yeah, like this looks like it's gonna be 30. It's what I wanted to see. Look, when you saw that lineup anyway, what was your first thoughts? What stood out to you as well?
What stood out to me was what kind of formation or how we were going to line up, you know, because I saw Bruno and Pogba in there and I saw Fred and Matic. So I was just a bit confused whether we were doing a diamond or we were doing a 4-2-2-2 or whatever it is. But I think when the game started, I was still kind of like confused because everybody seems to be like everywhere. But I think it was later on that's when I figured that we're actually playing a 4-2-3-1 formation with Pogba and Bruno kept on kind of like swapping between them in a AM position. But it was a very fluid first half, you know. Movement was very good. The link ups were very good. Defensive just literally had nothing to do. They were moving the ball nicely and recreated a lot of chance. I feel like today's lineup was the best balanced lineup I've seen in a long time.
Definitely. I swear down, we had Matic, you know, after his performance against Atletico, obviously, like, we wanted to bring him back and he deserved it. And then we had him next to Fred. And then, so you had the energy, you had a guy that's sitting, that knows his job. And we were talking about what a good balanced midfield will look like offline. And I think that was a good example of what it would look like. You had Fred with the energy, box to box doing his thing. You had Matic, you can also spray the ball, he's really good on the ball, but he covers his lines well, shadows the defense well, was doing his thing. And then Pogba was allowed free reign to do his thing forward. And you know what, earlier on in the game, you saw Pogba setting up Ronaldo, he had a couple of chances even to get on the score sheet himself. And that's the Pogba that, you know, we want to see on a more consistent basis. If we had Pogba that was allowed to have that free reign, I reckon that there'll be less complaints about Pogba. I reckon Pogba will be getting a lot more assists, a lot more goals. But when we're playing them in a double pivot, like you saw, right, when Ralf Rangnick was trying to go for the game, and then he took off Fred, right, to bring on a more attacking player, right, and then you left Matic by himself. You saw the gaps start coming in with Matic. He was still controlling it, but it was looking a bit unstable. Then by the time he drew off Matic and left Pogba by himself, bro, we could have went and lost that game, bro, if they got a nice worked counter. And, you know, it was just fragile. So that midfield, I do get, like, why Matic is a key person. Obviously, he feels younger. We won't even be complaining right now. But for me, man, Pogba really does need that free reign to go forward. And we saw it in his performance today. Maybe the full 90 minutes, he wasn't about it. But he definitely performed for at least 70 minutes where it was just, like, attacking-wise, sweet. But you know what, NK? Like I said, it stays like this that just... You got to scratch your head, man. Like, if you're Ralf Rangnick, what do you say to the Man United dressing room after today's performance?
You know, I think because we are in the top four race and we are already kind of like behind. No matter what, it's just one of those ones that as a manager you are proud of the performance. Because today he talked about control. We were literally in control of the whole game too. So you are happy with the performance, but at the same time you are very frustrated with the lack of like missed opportunities that they done, and then it just worry because that's not something you can fix. A manager can fix a team not creating chances and finding solutions to just kind of like create the chances, but when a team is creating this amount of chances and they're not taking the goals, you just have to just sit back and just say, this is on them. They just need to find the confidence to just bury this thing. There's nothing that I can do. So you take encouragement for it, like, maybe next time they're not going to do it, but there's nothing that he is going to say. He's going to get mad at them, but it's just one of those ones you carry them, just say, let's go there. Next time, let's just do the same, but just stop being ruthless. Just stop being ruthless.
It's definitely that. The ruthlessness is dead. I mean, when we get one goal, we're always like, we don't go on to get the second one. We don't get on to get the second one. And when we do get the one as well, we're worried about defense. Today, right, if we got one goal, I was so confident that we would have even saw that game through without no issues, no matter what time we got it. But it's just like Man United. So like in the first half, Man United had 10 attempts on goal, only one shot on target. Second half, 12 attempts on goal, only 2 on target. Or is it, you know what I mean? It's just like, overall, we've had 3 on target and you had that over 20 attempts on goal. And like this team, you can't tell me here that you're not getting opportunities, bruv. Like before, the excuse is gone. We're not providing for the strike. Like Ronaldo's got no excuse. Before, these guys would be moaning, saying, I'm not getting I'm not getting supplied. I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that. Look, for all the degrees that Martial got, he wasn't getting this type of supply when he was playing for us. If he wasn't getting this type of supply, I mean, like, I know people are like, you know what, Marcel, you're done. Like, I'm happy to see the back of you, some would say, but like, chances is far and few.
Yeah, chances was there. I think right now, as a striker, if you were any striker in the world, you used to come to Man United and you saw the way we play, you just felt like, look, these people are crazy, and if I go there, I take my chances. I could be getting like a hat trick. Like any striker today, look at you had like a harder today. He probably get like 3 or 4 goals today. That's the kind of game that we had today. So it's very encouraging. We're creating chances. We're doing the right things. These people just need to finish the meal. That's what they did. The food is ready. It's well prepared. Just finish it, man. So today, they just have to just look at themselves. They're gonna go into the dressing room and they're gonna just look really, really angry. So, and I can see guys like Bruno and Ronaldo probably apologizing to the team because today it was their fault that we didn't win. They just should have just taken one of the chances. They just should have, man.
Bro, Edwin's coming in. Let me invite Edwin real quick. Look, what do you call it? For me, it comes down to this. Ronaldo, right? Bruno, they're the leaders. They're the leaders in the squad, right? You got Pogba there, but Ronaldo, Bruno, they're the leaders. These guys had ample opportunity. Bruno's missing one-on-ones. Do you understand? Like, Ronaldo missing sitters, crappy headers. I'm just like, bro, like, if we can't look to you, this is on the plates. You ain't got to worry about nothing. If we can't depend on you to get us through this game, bro, we can't even be mad that we're not getting Champions League. Really and truly, we can't be mad. We can't be mad.
But the thing is, I think Ronaldo. Well, I don't want to disrespect the guy, but he's in serious decline. He's a confidence guy. He's always going to bet on himself. That he can do it. But I think right now he's reached the stage where his body and his leg are giving up on him. He knows what he want to do, but it's just not coming off for him, and that's what you get when you get a 37-year-old striker. That's what you get. Yes, he has achieved a lot in his career, but I feel like he's come to the end of his career, and this is when it's important to just have like a backup striker. Unfortunately, Cavani is not fit, so to kind of like just doing so. He's having to play a lot of games too, but yes, he should have done that. Bruno, on any day, I'll probably kind of like just giving the benefit of the doubt and say that it's one of those days, but he has done it in a couple of games now. He has done it in a couple of games now. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if it's a confidence issue because you cannot be missing a lot of one-on-ones like that. You just cannot do that. Ronaldo, his body's giving up on him. Bruno, I think he just needs to solve whatever his confidence issue, composure, whatever he needs to sort out, because that is criminal, man. That is criminal. And it's not just this game. He's done it in a few games too. So that's criminal.
Ed Weezy, welcome to the pod, man. Look.
Sorry, 1 second. I need to. It felt like I was watching a movie. I'm having my snacks because I'm waiting for the sequel. That was terrible. Terrible.
You heard what NK said about Ronaldo. What do you feel like? Do you feel like Ronaldo's done? So I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. Do you feel like Ronaldo's done? He's past it. His legs are gone. Do you feel like maybe the Premier League is just too much for him at his stage of his career about now? Or do you feel like it's just Man United that's just not fitting him?
Okay, you know what I'll say this. I don't know if you remember what I said some weeks back, and I said Ronaldo's past there.
Yeah.
And I can just tell that, like, at least like when you watch Ronaldo now, I don't know if you've seen it, NK on films, yeah, he can't even beat a player.
That's what I'm saying. It's his leg. It's his leg. Like his mind know what he want to do, but his leg is... No, it's true. It's true what you're saying. And you know, it's like boxers. You know, when their mind knows I can fight, but they don't have that, you know, like... And it's just that he's got to the age where he can... Don't get me wrong. He could play for a team. He could play for us. But technically, he should have a role as a bench player. But because of who he is, it will never happen, right? When you watch him today, it's like them chances he was missing. Even that one where, you know, where Bruno dribbled past everyone and passed it in, and like he kind of like hit on a half volley. Like he missed too many chances. At least with Ronaldo before, he would miss a couple of chances, but he'll score that one. And we kind of needed him for it. Okay, if he's not going to score like the lots of goals, we needed him to be the match winner. And he's lost that touch. When he first came, we're like, okay, you know what I mean? But you can see like he's present, but he's not present, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think the only thing, he's at that age where one of his best assets now is probably like his movement and his header. And we just got like bad crosses there. So that header is just like useless for us because we can't deliver the ball to him. So honestly,
tell us
I'll be surprised
trash today, bro.
I'll be surprised if Ronaldo stays next. I think he want to finish his career what they call in Portugal. I think in the summer he should just kind of like just go there. The tempo probably going to be more slow for them because Premiership is physically demanding, man, for a 37-year-old person to play. Not only just to play, but to play week in, week out, and then add Champions League to it too. I just think it's just too much. It's just too much for him.
Yeah. You know what? It's. Oh man. I mean, it's.
You know what? It's sad. But we just got to play boys to men, end of the road. Because
can you sing that for us? Can you sing that for us, bro? Man, add the rhymes to it.
No, but you know what it is? It's hard to see because you got to remember, yeah, we were at uni together when Ronaldo was at Man U. Like maybe early uni, summer college. And we grew up on Ronaldo. You know when people have their like greats, we grew up on Ronaldo as Man United. So it's hard to even say.
Right now, our children should be watching him right now, but we just play along. We don't want to be paying for the diaper money, but
that's the thing. Even saying that he lost it hurts saying it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? You know that whole thing from New Jack Z, I'm on my brother's keeper. It hurts, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
when is the last time he's had this longer drought? Like, he scored the other day.
He's never had it. He's never had it.
But then that's the problem too. Like, as I told you, he's a very confident guy. The age that he is, he should not have come into the Premiership. And even if he came, he should not have come to a team like United where he was going to be our number one source of goal. You know, we should have been having like two strikers, probably like a young one too, that can just be rotating with him so that he can stay fresh. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So we should be kind of like
I've got a question quickly.
Enjoying the end of the road for him, but at the same time too, because of where we are and what as a club we want to achieve, it's very frustrating for us. But if he was in any team, he probably would have been enjoying like the end of him, you know. But he's ambitious. He want to play. He still want to win. So unfortunately, that's what it comes down to, the demand from us.
A question to you guys. Like, just looking at him as a player, we're saying that he's finished, right? Potentially, right? We're not, no, because any great player could turn it around. So for all we know, like he could just hit the ground running in the games or two. We never know what will happen in football, right? But do you think that if he had gone to Man City, we would have seen a different version of him, just to the chances they and how they play?
No, no,
still been the same.
No.
I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
I can't even think that way, bro. That's mad.
No. I don't
Because then that ties into the question: is Ronaldo the problem or is the team the problem? You know what I mean?
Friends, what do you call it? Edwin, listen to this. Today he's getting the chances, but he's not bearing it because he's literally physically his body is declining. It's literally declining. He could have been at City. Maybe he might score a few more goals, but he'll still be doing the same thing that he's doing here today. And that's a fact. The Premiership is just too much physically demanding for him, for him to do. You know, so
Do you know
when I watched the game here, the chances, is like the old Ronaldo. You know that one where the ball came and he went around the goalkeeper and he played it wide and he crossed it. That old Ronaldo would have banged it. He would have dinked it to the goalkeeper or gone around the goalkeeper. But like Enke said, I think his mind is telling him what to do, but his body can't. Because look how wide he pushed that ball.
There was one that gave it to him. He wanted to check it onto his left foot, but he got tackled. The skills couldn't even pay off, bro. So
remember Ronaldo used to beat players like simple.
Do you know what my annoyance is though? My annoyance is that I know that Ronaldo's a goal scorer, but fam, you got to be subbing this guy like you're subbing everyone else. You just got to, bro. You got to be able to make that decision. Ralph made some early substitutions, You know what I mean? He made them early, right? But you've got to make substitutions. Like for me,
for who though? For who?
Bro,
that's the thing. For who?
Remember what I've always told you, about Bruno going in that full snap.
Nah, but look at Bruno today. Look at the chances he was missing today.
But what I'm saying is just like when you've got someone that doesn't necessarily contribute to the game. We didn't really need Ronaldo too tough in terms of like work ethic and grinding, But him could have been replaced, or he could have had Sancho starting from the get-go.
Okay, now I get what you're saying.
I just fam, if you're not Ronaldo, if you're not gonna be providing goals for us, you've gone 9-10 games without scoring, whatever like that, bro. Certain games, I'm not saying you need to be sitting up for 10, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row, but sometimes, bro, just Ronaldo, hold bench, put Bruno up there, put on Sancho there, put Alanga there on the right, Sancho on the left, and then keep it moving, bro. Let Ronaldo come off the bench. Why is it?
One thing we shouldn't lose sight of, is the whole team. Because I know we're focusing on Ronaldo. I know, sorry, I came in a bit late, but the whole team was poor. Elanga's chance, there's no way you should have missed that.
Yeah, Elanga's chances. That's the thing. They played so well, but in the final third was so bad, bro. Yeah,
because remember, was it the intricate passing and the Ronaldo played it through and he just hit it wide? There was mad chances going. Bruno missed chances, Pogba, a lot of the attacking people in the final thirds. Just I don't know, it's just mad. And they're all of a class where those goals, they weren't hard goals. You know what I mean? To put away. Today was an easy daylight robbery of 3 points that we just let go. Watford just literally sat back and let us just bam, 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 bam. It was even scary at the end. They nearly scored. They could have scored.
Exactly. When you took off Matic, things started getting a bit whoa. When you took off Fred and Matic, things started to get a bit wobbly. Look, Matic had one of his best games for Manchester United today. Fred, them man bossed the midfield, Lindelof, Varane, no stress, no worries. Boss the midfield. That's the pairing that we all want to see. Bro, Fragment chose them two today. No stress.
Was Maguire injured? Or
no. I saw him standing up. He looked like he was in his kit and everything. He could have been brought on if something happened. But do you know what I mean? I think that the things that was stressing me out about the defense was Tellers and Wan-Bissaka going forward. And Wan-Bissaka, I think he probably had maybe one, maximum two, but maybe one I can remember earlier on in the first half where he whipped in a cross. Outside of that, Tellers, bruv. Tellers, I wasn't seeing anything. And any crosses that do get crosses, always it's not getting past
I think in the first 20 minutes, both of them had one good cross each. That probably could have just resulted in an assist, I think Tellers one, Ronaldo scored, but it was offside. And then
that one was close.
Ronaldo got it, but then I think that's the one, but after that, they just didn't offer us nothing.
And this is the thing.
I've already said about the right back situation, the full back situation anyway. So,
do you see what I mean? 1 minute we're we want to start Tellers. We see Tellers now, then we're Like, what's this fam? Luke Shaw came off the bench, whipped in balls already. Like, it's doing what Telles should have been doing. But then if it was Luke Shaw starting the game, we're like, Luke Shaw, you didn't do nothing. You played a dead game. We should be bringing on Telles, and Telles will come on and do a thing. But what Man United shouldn't be doing is having to need to sub fullbacks. That's the last thing that we should be worrying about, needing to sub fullbacks. But we should be focusing more about midfield and attacking positions, maybe not fullbacks, bro. The defense should be left alone, but Man United are having to sub fullbacks, subbing Telles, bringing on Shaw.
I think one thing that he could have also done too is, I mean, when we were chasing the game like that, I feel like he should have probably, if he was going to make a change, should have taken one of the centre backs off and then put Matic as a centre back, you know, so that he go on the ball more and can just do that kind of like passes. I don't know, but
Lindelof couldn't equal it. That's the thing. Lindelof can do it.
Yeah, I think you know what, Raf in the last few games has been good with like his changes, but today he wasn't so good. But at the same time too,
so I thought he got everything right with the subs today.
No, I'm talking about the changes. You know, the changes like taking Fred off. I feel like
the formation, the structure.
No, the whole, and that's what I'm just trying to say is.
But he had to go for it.
Instead of talking about the changes, but the thing is, he set up the team that was so perfect that they should have been like 5-0 up, and then those changes could have been just meaningless like changes, you know. But then again, it is what it is. As I said today, the draw is on the players, you know, especially like Bruno and Ronaldo. They literally got so many chances. They didn't take the chances. So I don't know. I just hope it's just a one-off thing. And the thing is, it hasn't. You know, it started since Middlesbrough. We've been guilty of missing chances. We've done that with Middlesbrough. They punish us and then knock us out too. And then today too is the same thing too. We're just not taking our chances. And I just hope. Right now we just go Atletico game to probably look forward to, and I just hope that game doesn't become a game where we create so many chances and just don't take them and just end up in a cup competition. But as long as the season goes, right now we just probably just enjoying it to the end of the season, doing what we do best, like fighting amongst ourselves, arguing amongst ourselves, trying to act like we know what the solution is, but we don't. And then we're just gonna have to just wait and see the summer who they bring inside. But until then, the only joy that we're gonna take from the whole games right now is just the Champions League. Anything else just don't make sense. Next Premiership game, Man City, shit, they're gonna butter us from left and right.
You know what? Yeah. Do you know what's mad is, I'm spending my time talking about how poor we were in the final third, but in reality, yeah, Man United actually dominated 99% of that game, bro. Like, this is what we've been crying out for. We dominated we dominated every part of that pitch. How many games can we even say that we did that, bro? And this is a game where we should all be like rejoicing, like happy, like yes, like bro, Elanga was on fire today. Like, yes, he missed an opportunity where he could have potentially like got himself a goal or whatever like that, hit it wide at the side of the netting, but it was just like, bro, he was everywhere. His speed, he was burning, consistently blowing down that wing, burning, getting crosses in, drilling, and not only out wide, cutting in as well. Like, the defense really didn't know how to manage Elanga today. It will cut in, like set up guys, create. I was just like, look, Elanga is really growing into that. He's growing into his own. I'm not very comfortable on the right. Do you know when we're saying, do you know what? We ain't got a right winger. And when we did Bryce Sancho, we're playing him on the left.
Certain people need to give me an apology about Elanga. Certain people need to give me an apology like over and over again, bro. They bro, they know who, bro, man. They know who, bro. I said it.
What was he saying? What they trying to say?
I said Elanga. He just told me that Lindegaard over Elanga, bro. Elanga was crap, bro. He used the S word, bro, man. Told me I don't know football. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. But you know what? I think, fam, you're right. The thing is, if today's performance was the first game of the season, as fans, we will be happy that the team was playing this kind of like performance and just gonna say, look, we were unlucky, and we will all be just rubbing our hands thinking, look, if we continue to play like this, teams will be scared of us, you know. But unfortunately, it's coming to the end of the season. We are in a top 4 race where we desperately need points, and our fixtures are coming to a very hard fixtures too. So games like this is where you take your 3 points and just see what's up. We are in a situation where we might probably not win our next 3 games because we got City, we got Tottenham, and we got Liverpool. So by the time you look at it, we've gone 4 Premier League games without a win, and then all of a sudden, it's just looking like stretch. It's just looking at Champions League to almost 7th, and then we are here. It can just turn into a mess in a space of like a few weeks, and that's what today frustration is all about.
100%. We got 3. Look, Arsenal's got 3 games in hand as well. Obviously, we saw them get that late win against Brighton or whatever like that.
Wolves, yeah.
Is it Wolves? Yeah. This just adds the more like salt to the wound. Yeah, more pressure. It's just like they're only 2 points behind us now. They played 24 games, but we've played 27. Like,
and this is the thing, and this is why today's points, you can't be dropping points, because look at the lineup we're coming. Like, it's not only about the games. We got Man City, Liverpool. All these games are going to take a lot out of us, and you got to remember our squad depth is not that big. So, however these games turn out, if they don't turn out in our favour, it could have a domino effect on the rest of our season. We could just run at games, you know what I mean? And like you say, like Arsenal are we're struggling to find form. Arsenal are seeming to get their wins.
Bam, 100%. You heard Ralph Ragnick. He said that the month of March is going to be a very decisive. It's going to make or break our season. It's a decisive running of games. Like, and look, we're going into these games, still just confused more than ever about what Man United we're going to get. We're just more confused, game by game, more confused about what Man United we're going to get, what lineup we're going to see. Today, Ralph Ragnick got it almost perfect. I can't really sit here and blame Ralph Ragnick. To be honest, I can't, because the amount of chances that we had, like the amount of opportunities, I can't even put it down to my man and say, do you know what? He done this wrong, he done that wrong. Midfield was solid, defense was solid. Attacking wise, he played Elanga, who he deserved to start. Like Ronaldo, do you know what I mean? He had Pogba on the pitch, Bruno on the pitch, and still had the stability.
If our team today was a Liverpool City, the scoreline would have probably be 6-7-0 today. They would have literally battered them today, 6-7-0 today.
100%.
If we had they had the chances we had,
yeah. If they had the chances that we had,
even someone like Tottenham will probably have beat them. Like
5-6-7-0, easy, bro.
But the maddest thing, though, I don't get. The maddest thing is City's battering teams with no striker. And we've got Ronaldo might be aged, like 37 or whatever like that. But look, remove Ronaldo. Like this teams are so battering without no striker, bro. Do you know what I mean? City's doing their thing, and the Man United can't even get a goal on the score sheet, bro. 20-something attempts. I just don't understand, bro. Like even if Ronaldo's removed from the picture completely, you'll have City, you'll have Liverpool midfielders stepping in to get the goal. Like we had Pogba, we had Bruno, we had these guys on a pitch. Sancho came off the bench. Like we had Rashford come off the bench. Like we had guys. Like someone steps up. Someone always steps up for these. When AFCON was going on, Liverpool, everyone was like, "Oh, how they gonna do when no Mane, no flipping Salah." Look, guys are stepping up. That's one thing too. I think United as a team too will lack, because normally I always see that with the teams that are gonna win the league. Yeah, games like today, you would have seen like their centre back just coming, just banging a corner, and then they just 1-0. Sometimes when everything is going against you, people call it luck, but I don't even call it luck. I just call it like just people just literally just saying like, if today they can't do it, I will carry it for them. That's what you call teammates. That's what you call the title winning teams. Everybody just puts in something when it's needed the most, and that's what this team is lacking. Yesterday the strikers were guilty of just missing a chance, but centre backs, corner, something like that. One of them could have just said, "Look, they're not scoring today, so I am hammering my head through it," or even left back. I saw Varane at one point got forward. Varane at one point got forward, and then Watford tried to hit us on a counter.
So I think it just what it is. Probably is something that we're probably gonna build towards, kind of like going on, but unfortunately it's not. And you know what? You remember what you call it? Company when I don't know if it was Leicester or what, and then he shoot from like all the way back in the box, and the one that go 1-0 centre back.
Premier League right there.
Yeah, Premier League right there. He just shot it, and they were desperate in need of the goal, and then he just shot it. So as I said, sometimes when the team is just lacking, you just need that one player that he just gets some stupid confidence out of nowhere that he tries something that he would never ever try on a normal daily basis to say, look, I'm gonna just try, and if it going, it going, because nobody's chances are going anyway. So let me just try something dumb and it will go in. But unfortunately, we just don't have those players right now where it says win at all costs. Win at all costs. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Man, you lot mentioned it earlier. So Man United's got City next, Tottenham, Atletico Madrid sandwiched in between the Premier League games before Liverpool. And then we've got Leicester, Everton. Do you know what I mean? Then we got Norwich, and then we got Arsenal as well. Look, playing Arsenal is not going to mean anything by the time we play Arsenal. It's not even going to mean anything.
We're going to get dumpy.
It's consolation. And even then, like,
it will still mean something, because the thing is, I think March, the fixtures for Arsenal too is very tough for them too. They got some hard games. They got Aston Villa away. They got Leicester away. They got Liverpool too. So they also got some fixtures too. I think the only one that don't have a lot of strong features is probably like Tottenham too, but they also just up and down. Look, after March, we will still be in it. Whether we are going to be 3 points, 4 points behind is another question, but we're still going to be in it by March. But as a fan, I won't get our hopes up. I will not get my hopes up. It's just one of those ones. You get something, you don't. But let's not sit here and just try to do calculations, because it is pointless right now.
I don't tend to usually do this when I feel like it's not worth doing, or we drop points or whatever. But I feel like I should, because of how the defense, midfield, and overall how we controlled the 90 minutes of the game. So I was gonna ask like who you guys sort of man of the match was, and who you guys worst performed was, man. So Enki, I'll start with you, man. Who do you give? Who was your man of the match? Who do you give an honourable shout out to? And then, who was your worst performer?
I played the fifth, or I take the fifth.
Man thinks this is cool, Man said he plays the fifth.
No comments, bro.
Nah, nobody, yeah.
Well, I don't know. If I give it to anyone, I'll be kidding myself, bro, man. None of them deserve to be man of the match today. None of them. If anything, I'll give it to the Watford defenders, bro, man. They were amazing today to clean up. I think there was one guy called Sima or something like that. The guy was clamping left and right, half the pitch, bro. I am sorry. I'm not giving it to no one. Like, I'm not giving it to no one, man. No one, boss. No one.
Worst performed?
Sorry.
Worst performed?
Man, you know what? I don't even know. Bruno, Ronaldo, I don't even know who to give. I'll give it to Bruno. Ronaldo is old. His leg are gone. So I'll probably give it back. Bruno today should have had a hat-trick today. He let the team down, bro, man. And he missed another sitter too, I think, in one of our last game too. Has to be Bruno. Bury your chances. That's what you do. And today too, he was the captain. We've been screaming for him to be captain of the club. And then today, he was the captain today. And he didn't lead by example, but the only example he led today was that we are a wasteful team, but that's what he did today. Wasteful team.
Edwiz, what are you saying? Best perform? Any honourable shout outs? Worst perform?
Just say no comment, my guy. Don't stress yourself.
You know what? I'm trying to think, because even though we didn't play well, like, I can't give it to any attackers because the amount of chances we missed and we didn't score. But the defense didn't really put anything wrong. So if I would say collectively, maybe the defense played all right. But worst, I would say collectively our defense played better than they have, and then as collectively worse is our attack, because we didn't score.
You got to choose someone. You got to choose someone, bro. You can't skip out of it like that, bro.
You know what? It's hard to say, isn't it? Because
with chest, like, say it with chest, bro.
All right. You know what? Worst. Okay, let's be honest. Worst player Ronaldo. Like, being the leader in the team, being the most mature. You got to lead by example. You know what I mean? You can't always come out saying that you want to win this, but your performances don't show that you can win games or win trophies.
It's like he want to choose Maguire.
No, Edwin's fuming that he's not there.
I think you know what? I would say Ronaldo as worst, because too many chances missed. You know what I mean? And for you to be so senior and demand so much from your peers, you got to show that same energy. You know what I mean? Best performed. I won't say anyone played best performance in my list.
Okay.
Maguire, for not playing today.
You know what? Yeah. Well, any shout outs, Edwin? Any honorable mentions? None.
Okay, I'll say honorable mentions. The defense played all right. You know what I mean? Like, we did see that the pairing between Varane and Lindelof's better.
And it works. It works perfect.
Yeah, it works. And Matic, if a younger Matic would suit that team a lot. It's just that you can see Matic is old. Like, if he was a bit younger, do you know, like if we had Matic 5-6 years ago, that version would be perfect to sit there. But you can see his legs are going a bit.
Actually, you know what? He's the man of the match. Let's just give it to him. He's the man of the match. He controlled the game. He gave these guys a platform to just go win 6-0. They just didn't take it. So Matic, man.
he was my man. I was going to say he's my man of the match. Matic was. He did. I didn't even really see his legs going. Like, to be honest, I
was just talking about overall, in terms of in general.
Oh, 100%.
But he had a good game. Like, I feel like a younger him would be a good pairing for Pogba.
He had this Matic thing. He has this Carrick thing about him. Like, I feel like what he does today as well. Like, he's really good on the ball. Like, he's really good at spraying the ball distribution, and he's really good at carrying the ball forward as well.
Yeah, he doesn't lose the ball a lot.
He doesn't lose it. He can carry us up the pitch like seamlessly. He can beat a press as well, and yeah, man, he just did everything right today. It was so comfortable, man. He was so comfortable, and obviously Elanga was.
What about you, Firms? Though,
that's my man of my match. That's my man of the match, Matic, and then obviously I give a shout out to Elanga because I felt like he played his best game today. I know he didn't get a goal, but he played his best game. He was all over the place. It was hard. It was difficult to manage, and I don't really like. The reason why I'm giving him an honourable shout is because he's still young, and I don't want to be like those pundits or anyone like that that's applying too much pressure. I feel like he's still learning his game. Do you know what I mean? He's still growing into the team, so I'm not even really gonna expect. Maybe we can say he could have got himself on the score sheet, whatever, but I'm not gonna expect or do that to him at this stage anyway. Like, I feel like he's performing above and beyond at this level anyway. So I'll give him an honourable shout out. But I have to go with you on Ronaldo, man. I feel like we've seen it a couple of games now. I know he got a goal the other day. It was a sick goal against Brighton, but he's a guy that deserves rest, man. There's certain games, especially when you've got an orange, you have to yank him off. He's not giving anything to us. At least with Bruno. One thing I can say about Bruno is he's all over that pitch, right? He's pressing, so he's clamping down. He's at least trying to defend, so prevent a counter attack or whatever. Like, you see him chasing that, clamping. Ronaldo, you won't see him doing any of that. And I don't want him to do any of that anyway, because he ain't got the legs to like get up and down on the pitch like that. But yeah, for me, man, Ronaldo has to take the L, man. And I hope he gets a rest, man. Seriously, I hope he gets a rest. Man. But guys, there ain't nothing more to say, man. Bring on Atletico Madrid, bring on Man City in the Premier League, and we take it from there.
Viva Ronaldo! Running down their wings.
Oh, this guy is dumb. I swear down,
bro.
See everybody later, man. See everybody.
Hey, we're out, man. Peace.
Peace.